not an issue from outside.
Five.
No, he's not on a wireless, he's upstairs, isn't it?
Well, some handshakes. Adrian Coilas, the official, Kerry Myers, Roland Surratt, and David Scarlett are the officials for this match. This, of course, as we welcome you to the South Zone Intercol Finals for the women here at the Atterbolden Stadium. My name is James Saunders. Brent Sancho is alongside me for this one. Pleasantville unbeaten this season and facing a Moruga team that will hope for a prayer to face off against the juggernauts of Southern football. Brent Sancho alongside me. Brent, your thoughts on this fixture today?
Yeah, well, good afternoon to all our viewers on the various platforms. Great to be here in the Atterbolden Stadium to, of course, be part of this historic finals here, the Coca-Cola Girls Intercol Finals. Pleasantville Secondary, a team that has dominated the girls' colleges, SSFL football. And of course, when you talk about Pleasantville, you don't go further than Nikita Gosain. Of course, the young starlet for Pleasantville Secondary has certainly made a name for herself in her performances, in her goals, in her play, and all that she's done so far. It's a difficult test for Moruga Secondary. Of course, this is a team that has not played Pleasantville this year, despite both teams playing their trade in the South Zone in the league format. So it should call for an interesting encounter. First time these two teams meeting each other.
Pleasantville Secondary will wear the pink and black. Hope I got my colors right. Coming up against Moruga, the team from the southernmost point of Trinidad and Tobago will wear the red and black. Adrian Coilas in the middle, getting ready and set for kickoff. Of course, sometime during the broadcast, we will tell you who the lineups are for both these teams. It's a clash of David versus Goliath as referee Coilas is waiting for the signal. The thumbs up gets the start of this contest going. Pleasantville Secondary against Moruga Secondary here at the Atterbolden Stadium. Already Gosain getting in on the act. Chase, well, she's got lots of space ahead of her, puts it inside the area. And, well, not the most conventional of pickups from the goalkeeper, but she got the job done. Well, the battle for this one high as Gosain can't take it down. Won by Moruga as they get their first touch. It's away by Pleasantville. Gosain looking for motion to the center. Just might find some space out wide as Fortune tips in behind. And again, in the opening minute, Brent, the goalkeeper has already been called into action twice.
I'll certainly have seen the action. Both balls tamely coming to her. Probably the kind of start you were hoping for in terms of the tameness of the ball. But Pleasantville Secondary already starting on the front foot as expected. A team that has scored an enormous amount of goals. That's the best way it could be put.
Well, window opening up here. And can she find it? This time
well.
she only finds the legs of the goalkeeper. Third save.
Yeah, third save. She's done really well there. Make sure she can get her body behind it.
Oh, this could be a chance for Moruga to get forward to Rivas. Can get it under control. Will be a Pleasantville throw. Mentioned road to this final. Both teams getting here in contrasting fashion. Pleasantville Secondary winning by default in the zonal semi-final. Oh, Moruga, in fact, by default. Just flip that around. Moruga had to get past St. Joseph Convent, which they did by a 1-0. Pleasantville getting a default victory against Palo Seco. It's a contrasting road to get here. It's not always about the road, but the destination, and destination trophy is what both these teams will be eyeing today. So this throw intercepted by Gosine, one of two sisters in this Pleasantville lineup. Oh, she's found some space cleverly. Fortune, she's got Ramuta in the middle, but she only found the big boot of the retreating defender, La Fortune, and it will be the first corner of the match. Well, the Atto Boldon Stadium, of course, named after the famous Trinidad and Tobago runner, Atto Boldon. It's credited as being Trinidad and Tobago's Olympic athlete with the most medals. Oh, this will be swung deep inside the area. Goalkeeper gets there, can't get there. Came off a Pleasantville head, couldn't direct it on target, and the alarm bells are going in the area for Moruga.
Yeah, wonderfully taken set piece. Drifted into the box, just couldn't get a head on it. As we have another possible look at it after this exchange, but certainly Pleasantville is asking all the questions thus far.
Well, Gosine, she's been involved, and again, searching for pink jersey. Oh, we got a boot back in the area, queuing up a volley. Just got the body of the defender, Hercules, in the way. And maybe now Moruga can come away with it. La Fortune. Well, she's been chased vigorously by Fortune. Will win this one easily from her. Oh, she's got a ton load of space and support in the middle. Well, gone past the one, can't get past the second. Oh, like hungry sharks, they're queuing up Pleasantville. Circling the red shirts in the area. Well, this could fall kindly here for Ramuta. Can she get a foot in? Well, the goalkeeper was first. Well, they're certainly finding space. And Gosine in particular. One to pick out in the middle. She's found her. Needs a good finish. She's found it. That's the opening item. And just like that, Pleasantville have put themselves 1-0 in front. Well, not the most difficult goal she's scored all season. Picked out in the area from Gosine. And Ramuta with the easy side-footed finish.
Well, it all started with good vision by Gosine. Look at that for a well-measured pass. Right in the pathway of Ramuta, whose first touch was a good one, and the second touch even better. And just rolls it by and into the goal, and 1-0 to Pleasantville Secondary.
Oh, they have a lot to answer for now. Moruga. It's already turned against them in the opening few minutes. We've just played inside 6 minutes. Oh, just can't seem to get it out of their own area. Moruga Secondary. So we'll go all the way back to Sherwood. Bumped in the back. No foul, says the official. This one is thumped forward by Noel. Easily won now by Ramlugan. Well, they're doing well to find pockets of space, Pleasantville. Trying to shift the red wall ahead of them. Well, there's an error. Done well to recover. Here is Gosine. She was the architect of the opening goal. Oh, happy feet from Gosine. Getting a few cheers of delight from the smattering of supporters here at the Atto Boldon Stadium. I always seem to get a lot of those dazzling feet from the women in this competition.
Certainly so, and probably one of the main protagonists of dazzling feet is Gosine. It just always seems that she plays with that effortless joy that she has, is matched with the abundance of skill that she possesses.
Oh, this is another Gosine. Of course, one of two Gosine sisters, both daughters of former TNT international player Natalie Gosine. No, needed a bit more lift than that one, but it somehow wiggles its way through the area. Moruga will try to get away with it. Well, has to be careful. Not pretty, but effective. Well, look at that for footwork. And now they come again, Pleasantville. Cosine has made the run in behind. The flag remains down. She's got time and space to pick a pass here. Well, she's decided to go all alone, and a decision that the goalkeeper was up to the task for. As a Jamaican still, she's little, but Talawa stood tall, stood her ground.
Yeah, certainly did stand her ground. Just was looking to find a bit of an angle in the first post of Primus, who stood her ground and made sure that she made the save. Nikita Cosine
They come again. Nothing but air. Cosine again trying to bite into the delicious service.
Some delicious crosses by Cosine and just needing a recipient.
And certainly finding lots of space in the wide areas of the pitch. Cosine in particular has been a beneficiary of that. Fortune as well on the left-hand side. You can tell early that Moruga trying to remain compact to the middle. Oh, this is a good time to welcome our viewers on SportsMax, looking at this match all around the region. Don't forget to tell your friends about the SportsMax app, where they can download and get all of the action. This is the girls Intercol South Zone Finals here at the Bolden Stadium. Pleasantville leading by 1-0. A goal scored by Ramuta. Have a look. Oh, missed nothing. Cosine to Ramuta. And they say it's kinetic sometimes, these relationships.
Yeah, certainly so. Good finish at the end. Ramuta, composure at its finest.
Oh, it still might be in for more. Fortune has found a pocket of space out wide. Oh, she's got it. Body's queuing up, and good hold by the goalkeeper Primus. I seem to say she's a veteran at this point.
Well, I think the goal was certainly not something that she could have done better with, as it was always very straightforward. But outside of that goal, James, she's done remarkably well. Positioning has been good, and she's done what she's been called upon to do in terms of making sure that those saves are obviously collected. I'm certainly sure that it's not the end of action for her, because this Pleasantville team looks like they are on a bit of a mission.
Oh, just to introduce you to some of the girls on the field at the moment. Pleasantville with Mitchell, Sherwood, Ramlogan and Jones in defense. Cosine, Wiley and Cosine in midfield. While Fortune, Ramuta and Chase will lead the attack from Moruga. They've got Primus in goal, Hercules, Neptune, Noel and the Fortune in defense. Alvarez, Edwards and Hamilton to the middle. Rivas, Farrell, Peters leading the point of the spear. Oh, here's Chase, and good chase from the defender to get a boot on that Edwards. And it will be yet another corner. Have looked quite dangerous, some set pieces, particularly with the height advantage, Pleasantville. Again, it's Cosine who will take charge of the moment. Well, this will force something to happen here. Well, everybody missed it in the middle. Goalkeeper hesitated for a second. Lots of space now to pick out another pass. Finds Cosine easily. Touch takes her inside the field. Oh, try to get in to Chase. It's well cut out by the Moruga defense. Haven't shown us much offensively so far, Moruga, but it's been quite compact to the best of their ability in the middle, defensively. But again, this time it will find Chase. Now this time she has 3 bodies in the area, queuing up. Just needs to find one of them. She has found one of them, and that makes 2 of them in terms of goals. And again, it is Ramlogan picking up a second. And, well, just feel it might be a hard day for goalkeeper Primus in this one because she's already found herself 2-0 down after 12 minutes.
Yeah, certainly so. And again, just no marking once the ball reached to Ramuta. And it's not much goalkeeper Primus could have done. As I said, she's done a good job with what has come to her. And those two particular chances that ended up in the back of the net, there's not much she could have done. Fortune again with a good cross, the simplest of tasks. Two purple shirts all alone in the box. He could have chosen one out of the two, and the third would have been Gosign, who could have easily have joined in, also unmarked.
Oh, here's Fortune, unmarked, out wide. Again, Ramuta, this time she's stripped of it. Fortune, good defending. Couldn't keep it in, though. Didn't have the opportunity to ask you about your keys to this match. Perhaps we'll talk about that after this move going forward. Moruga, of course, spoke to their coach, Kempton Duval, who's also part of the boys program. Said that it's a crop of girls they've only started working with just about 2 months ago. And, well, says that they've done to the best of their ability what they could have done in the limited preparation time.
Yeah, and I think today's exercise for them is really about trying to minimize the danger or the dangerous players that Pleasantville have, and already that has proven to be a task that they have not mastered just yet.
Oh, look at Fortune go. Can she finish it all alone? That's a good hands by the goalkeeper. Well, came out. It's going to be counted, and that's a hat trick for Ramuta. Got low to the left, the goalkeeper Primus couldn't hold on, and well, there's a hungry shark circling called Ramuta. Was happy to gobble up a third item. That's 3-0.
Yeah. Again, just the skill and class of Fortune. Getting around not one but two defenders. I think Ramuta probably wouldn't have had an easier hat-trick in her young career than she's had tonight. All three goals just needed a tinge of composure. As we have another look at it, Fortune gets in here. Good attempt by Primus, couldn't gather the ball, and Ramuta, with the simplest of tasks, to place it into the back of the net.
Oh, Moruga trying to get in behind and needed some desperate defending from Pleasantville. But coming bodies forward now with the captain. This time it's taken off her. It's the first time that Moruga has been in this competition in the last 20 years or so. Last team that they had competing at this level included the likes of national players Donnell Maskell. You also think of West Indies women's cricket captain Marissa Aguilera was also a part of that squad. It's a community that sport has been a big part of. Just haven't been able to entice the girls to get their program going as much the last 20 years though.
Well, they do have some prime examples within the community. Of course, Maskell, not only a former player for Moruga, but also a former national team player as well, that had an illustrious career with the red, white, and black. And she's certainly someone that the young girls and this young generation and incarnation of Moruga can find inspiration from. Of course, now plying her trade as a coach, which is always good to see.
Oh, it's Fortune running into traffic. And to mention, lots of female role models coming out of that area. You think of Maskell, you think of Aguilera. Oh, I'll tell you about that in a second. There's Pleasantville to Fortune, who's swapped sides. Couldn't get it on frame, though. But they have been able to produce top female talent. Think of Juliana Dougal, former national goalkeeper as well. Avenel Isaacs, product of the Moruga community as well. Another ex-national player. I think for many of these coaches, the challenge has been keeping sustainable programs over the years.
Well, I'm aware of the beautiful facility that has just been built down in Moruga, and hopefully that will inspire generations to come.
Looking for 4. Oh, she won't get more there. Shagged it wide. Ramuta.
And as much as the brick and mortar is important, I think as equally as important is the resources to have those that inspire from the community be able to impart their knowledge to the next generation. That hopefully is the next step, because certainly Moruga has proven to be an able supplier of talent, not just in sports, but in other fields to the country. So it's great to see Moruga Secondary back at this level of football.
Yeah, commentary included.
Commentary included, yes indeed. Might be times 2. There's also origins as well from Moruga.
Did start my secondary school football career playing with Moruga Secondary. Well, look at this. Fortune. Finding a way through. Can she find a way in? She has found a way in. Open sesame. That's 4. And this time it's the individual brilliance of Fortune, able to weave her way in. And, well, after the smoke and mirrors have been cleared, Moruga Secondary are 4 goals in front.
Yeah, Fortune there. Had options inside, decided to take it on her own. Primus left stranded. Again, the defense left their goalkeeper with the most difficult task to do.
Mountain in front of them, could get higher. Goalkeeper is quick and, well, doing a job well. Well, Gosaindo has other ideas! Oh, goodness me! Would have been something special. Not a bad effort from Gosain. Spotted the goalkeeper off the line. Thought, why not?
Well, easily would have been a contender for one of the goals to the season in the Coca-Cola Girls Intercol Series. Good vision there by Nikita Gosain. Primus did well to leave her line and do her duties, but again, no red should further assist. Gosain almost came up with something out of the spectacular.
Oh, they'll have a bit of a drink as the cooling break comes into play. And well, nobody's worked harder than this person in your frame, Primus. She's done her job so far, you feel. Just hasn't been ably supported by her defense as well as she'd like. Pleasantville, well, it's a moment to recalibrate and figure out their next move. They've been good so far in the opening 20. And, well, reckon with an hour of football still to play, the job isn't done yet, just yet. 4-0 to Pleasantville Secondary over Moruga. Oh, they are the defending champions, Pleasantville Secondary, having played unbeaten last season, this season as well. The league competition. And, well, they're not defending champions for no reason, really, Brent.
Yeah, and the domination speaks and speaks volume to the coaching staff. And, of course, the school in particular, who've done a good job in making sure the consistency is there. Brian London's in charge of the program and has done a remarkable job.
So, play is restarted, and already Pleasantville look energized. Well, the flag will go up there. Just drifting into illegal territory. And the Moruga faithful will breathe a sigh of relief. Well, the thing is with this Pleasantville team, it's I don't know if you call it a fun fact per se, is that Pleasantville team didn't really have much testing this season, only playing 2 games within the league season this year, because the majority of teams they played against forfeited ahead of the matches.
Well, this is it. And when you look at what's ahead for them, they have, of course, the National League final on Tuesday against Five Rivers Secondary. And you would think they would progress, as the score is 4-0 now, into the national semi-finals of the Intercol Series. So it's going to get a little bit more competitive as it goes nationally for Pleasantville Secondary. That adjustment will need to happen quickly, but what we've seen so far, James, and of course the history that they have in women and girls secondary schools football, would think that they're going to be fine because they've been here before.
Yeah. Just brings a question to mind as well in terms of development and finding a pool of players for the national team, which is secondary schools being a large part of that pool. What can be done from a policy level to ensure that girls have more competition, more opportunity to play, and even scouting as well? Well, maybe we'll have to hold that for a second because Cosine has decided to do her own thing. Wow, and has she done that well? Far corner. Well, she's been behind, pulling the strings this time. She's jumped to the forefront, and Pleasantville have jumped even further forward, 5-0.
Yeah, a thing of beauty. I think once she started on her travels into the Moruga secondary box, at this stage she only had one thing in her mind. Took the shot early. Primus really didn't have any opportunity to get herself set to even attempt to make a save. And of course the power and the placing didn't give her a chance at all.
Oh, they'll come again here. Fortune. She's had good fortune so far. One individual goal, not this time though. But, well, what do you know? Getting some fortune to win a corner. She will have opportunity now to swing one into the area. Here's Go Sign. Scored a special goal moments earlier. It's a good cross. Can get it under her spell. Scrap that. She certainly got it under her spell now. This time running into trouble. Well, how about that for fancy feet? Maybe a good cross here. And maybe a good goal. Needs it on frame, just wide of the mark. Well, that's the other co-sign for Pleasantville secondary with that one, Natalia.
Yeah, good attempt here, first time effort. Just squirming past the back post. Primus certainly beaten the right idea, take it early. Didn't give the goalkeeper any opportunity to get herself set. And before she knew it, that ball was traveling towards the goal. And of course, the danger that both Cosine sisters present is ever present.
This is Natalia and Nataki Cosine. Or Nikita rather, Natalia and Nikita, both daughters of ex-Trinidad and Tobago international, Natalie Cosine. Well, how about this for a run? Can't get past the defender this time. And well, just seems like it's inevitable. Moruga haven't really been able to do much with possession when they have won it. Well, those girls certainly know what to do with it when they have a shot or a chance at goal. This time, goalkeeper coming up chumps. Oh, fallen to Cosine, slipped in, the flag is down, and this is 6. Easy as you'd like. It's not Sunday morning, but she certainly made it look easy. Goal sign to goal sign connecting. And that is goal number 6 for Pleasantville.
Well, if there was any question marks as to why their supremacy has lasted as long as it has, they have given us a good advert of it. This time, it's Natalia goal sign. Good pass, well weighted from Nikita goal sign. And Natalia had the simplest of task of putting it to the back of the net. And here comes...
Oh, easy street, maybe. Goal sign! Well, she signed her name in the goal scorer's column. It's the second. And goal number 7.
Well, before you could describe any of the goals, it seems like another one just keeps coming. So this time it's Nikita goal sign with the finish.
Oh, might bring back that question, Brent, was asking about what can be done from a policy level. Maybe Moruga might interrupt for goal of their own. Well, look at this. She's picked it up outside of the area, and she might just have given Moruga the opportunity they were looking for to find a way in.
Well, she might... Yeah, and it's unfortunate, as it's the letter of the law. Slight lapse in concentration has proven to be critical here. Zakila Merishaw just lost her bearings there for a moment, and the letter of the law was applied.
Oh, it's a sad moment, but it's a learning moment.
It is a learning moment. It's not much leniency. The law is the law.
Oh, from a Moruga perspective, might help even the odds, so to speak. Perhaps give them an opportunity to find a way back in, as Mary Shaw is sent packing Akila Mary Shaw. Although you might argue, Brent, that the law is the law, from a human perspective, you can't help but feeling a bit of sympathy.
No, there's definitely sympathy there. There's no doubt about it. I think once the ball was picked up by Mary Shaw, she realized what she did. I think even from a human perspective, I think everyone here at the Atterbourne Stadium was hoping that there may have been some line of leniency afforded. But as you well know, James, referee Coilas had no other choice.
Well, let's look back at what happened before that. Magic in the boots of goal sign. The old snakeroo, wibble wobble, and then getting a double. 7-0. The other end now, Moruga, they've been on the defensive for much of this fixture. Maybe a chance to fire a mortar in at Pleasantville secondary. It's the closest they've gotten to goal so far in the 31 minutes played.
Well, the only positive for Moruga secondary is now they're playing against 10 players of Pleasantville. Not sure if that changes anything really as it relates to moving forward.
Oh, here's the captain. Well, couldn't get past the wall, but they will have their first corner of the match.
9 was the last one.
Tita Alvarez finding the boot of the play in the wall. And now Moruga will have an opportunity to advance even closer to goal. Tactical perspective, Brent, do you pile bodies forward into the area looking for something, or?
Well, if nothing to lose, really, since at 7-0 down. You may as well take the gamble and obviously a numerical advantage, but first you would need good service. That didn't happen.
Oh, couldn't get it away here. It's living dangerously, and maybe now this is high, troubling, and well held by the goalkeeper. Well, for a second, after I saw the dance in the air, I thought for a minute, new keeper already under pressure. And well, that's a flag, by the way. Yeah, not bad for a substitute keeper.
She made sure that the hands were firmly behind it.
Well, certainly got depth, Pleasantville. Well, I think might have been a change just off camera for Moruga. Ariel Edwards. In fact, I did start the match. I'll confirm that when I can. Oh, here's Pleasantville. Got a lot more space now. Oh, superior strength. Needs a superior finish as well. That's superior defending.
Yeah, hesitation.
And as the captain, getting back to putting the challenge as well, Alvarez. At least she gets a break. She's worked hard today. 6.5 minutes remaining in the first half. First half that has been a dream for Pleasantville. And oh, the opposite of that for Moruga. This is probing. Well, that's probing all the way across the lunar surface of the goal. Didn't find anybody in pink, but it certainly caused lots of scares. Might have taken a touch as well from Moruga.
Trying to figure out how that ball didn't end up into the back of the net.
Well, space now. A goal side looking for a third. And that will not be it. Seems the goalkeeper might have had it covered as well, Primus.
Yeah. Primus dove for the right good interplay between the sisters. Ended up with Nikita trying to pass that ball into the near post of Primus. Just wasn't able to hit the target. The numerical advantage, James, might just slow Pleasantville down, but the inevitable, I believe, is still beckoning.
Oh, that's a good turn. 3 surrounding red shirts, and might have gotten a loose hand to the face there. Go sign. It continues as Moruga scrambled it clear. And go sign, by the way, stayed down after that last challenge. Might just have been some straight fingers to the face. Oh, all seems well now. She's back on her feet. Put it into the area. Ball. Found fortune lurking, but the goalkeeper was good. Stood the ground, made the save.
Give Primus credit. Didn't sell herself. Stayed positioned. You also have to say, James, that Fortune got extremely complacent when connecting with the football.
Oh, Ken being called into action. If anybody needs a bonus this Christmas, certainly Primus. He's worked hard. So too, this girl, go sign. Well, she has her eyes on a hat trick. She gets it. That's 3 for go sign. The exclamation mark putting a stamp on what has been a dominant performance from her and her team.
Talk about an exclamation mark. Gets past the defender, had one thing in her mind, and that's not placement, it's power. Drives that ball over the head of goalkeeper Primus. I think if she'd put her hand in the way of that shot, she may have had to seek some sort of medical treatment. That was a scorcher, James.
Yeah, wouldn't want to have my hands there. Reminds me of my battles back in the day. Likes of Colin Samuel, Nicholas Andlery, to name a few. Very strong kickers of the ball. Would show up your technique if you wasn't proper. My dad, is it Kevon Yellows Isaacs?
Certainly Isaacs in there.
Competition player.
Duncan.
Yeah.
If you go a little bit further back. He's one of those players that has those myths that follow, those folklores. Back in the Savannah days of football in the North Zone. I have met a goalkeeper that talked about the fury of and power and venom of his shot, Libert Duncan.
I'd even had Peter Bias that I remember going to San Juan Jablati. Just started the squad, training squad, and met Peter Bias there. Well, let's just say I wanted to sit out every session, but he was having a shot at. Oh, so we'll receive some treatment. Jones perhaps taking a bit of a knock, getting the treatment he needs. Moruga getting the break that they want. It's fair to say it's been a tough contest for the girls from Deep South. Moruga secondary. Just tell from the expression on the faces, the likes of Edwards in his picture. Contrasting expressions from both number 10s. Oh, play is restarted. Not far from the halfway mark. Moruga will just be hoping to see out the remaining few seconds or minutes. Well, I'm not sure they can, because we're talking about the number 10, and there's Wiley showing just what she's gotten. Oh, just what she's got. And Primus' expression alone tells you how she feels about it. 10 scoring the 10. Oh, there's a bit of irony for you.
That's goal number 9 for Pleasantville.
Just showing superior physicality and good placement. Well, the bad news though, still got 2 minutes to go. If you're a Moruga fan, of course, want to get into that break and hear from the coaches to calm you down, re-strategize. That will be a throw. Halftime, of course, we'll hope to hear from the captains. Fred Sancho will be having a word, as that is deemed an illegal throw. Moruga will get the opportunity to have one of their own. Don't forget to tell your friends to download the SportsMax app. Get it today on Google Play and from the Apple App Store. Capture all of the action from the SSFL, the TT Premier League, and, well, sporting action all over the region. Good to see the SportsMax app. Download it today. Oh, here's Go Sign. She's hungry. She wants more action. And won't get it this time. Well stopped by the captain, Alvarez. Reset. Try to come again. Edwards getting a foot in. And that should pretty much wrap it up for the first half. Not much left on the clock of the additional 2 minutes. And right on cue, Adrian Coilas gives us the signal that everybody will take a break and come back. A good half for the girls in pink and black. Not so good for the ones in red and black. And it's lopsided as it has been from a competitive standpoint. Certainly lots of goals thereabout. As Pleasantville secondary at the end of 40 minutes lead by 10 goals to nil here at the Atterbolden Stadium. Don't forget, this is the SSFL Intercall, Coca-Cola Intercall Girls South Zone Final. Just a second, I would send you downstairs to Brent, who has the captains with him. As the referees, players, and officials will get themselves together for a well-deserved break. 10-0, Pleasantville and Moruga.
By both captains, of course, Captain Ramuta and Alvarez. First, I'll start with you, Captain Alvarez. Difficult half of football. Have you enjoyed playing on this surface so far?
Yes, I enjoyed it.
Of course, it's been a difficult scoreline for you. What you're going to tell your teammates at the halftime?
We coming back out better. We're going to work hard because we never put in all this effort for nothing. We out back better in the second half.
Thank you very much, Amiak. Of course, Captain Ramuta. You're in goal now? Nervous?
No, I'm not nervous because I am the team goalkeeper.
I'm aware of that, but I know you were enjoying yourself out in the field, of course, scoring a couple of goals. Are you proud of your teammates so far? What you going to tell the girls at halftime?
Yeah, I'm proud of my teammates despite our keeper getting a red card. I'm still proud of her, you know. We just need to press the ball a little more faster.
Certainly so, and certainly you two young ladies go join your respective teams. All the best in the second half, and good show so far. Of course, we are halftime here at the Atterbolden Stadium in the Girls National Intercall Finals South Zone. When we come back, first half highlights, stats, and analysis.
Welcome to SSFL Championship.
All traffic around the Outer Bolden Stadium and traffic building up inside as all the fans are here to witness all of the Intercol South Zone Girls Final. James Saunders alongside Brent Sancho. Well, it's time to rewind the clock, take you back and see some of the highlights from the first 45. Let's have a look. Moruga came in, David against Goliath, and just like that, early on, Fortune finding some space in. And easy for Ramuta, who would pick up 1 of 4. Expert placement. And then after that was more of the same, almost a photo finish, really. Lots of space, time, good pass. And this time nothing goalkeeper Primus could do again. That was a second for Ramuta. And they were really rolling then. All by herself. And Ramuta said thank you very much after goalkeeper Primus really did the most she could at the moment. And that was the first hat-trick. Got more coming. And it would start with this woman here doing all the work by herself. And look at that for a finish. Fortune from Provider, providing for herself that time. Cosine had played second fiddle for much of this match until then. Look at that. A way to put yourself in the conversation. Long Ranger. And that was another one. She would have 3 more times to add to that, because this was one of them, finding her sister, Natalia, and she made no error. Both goal signs getting on the score sheet. Primus was a hard worker, but not even she could stop this bit of individual brilliance. Goal sign, all alone, gingerbread man run, and finding the back of the net. That was another goal from goal sign. I tell you what, she wasn't even done yet, nor close to it. Because just a few minutes later, or more into that matter, look at this. Can't stop me, can't touch me, and I'll find a way, using immense strength and power, to find a way to blast one past Primus. And at this time, it really was all Pleasantville. And to add insult to injury, just before the break, the big number 10 would get in there, Wiley. And how about that for placement? And the placement means that it is 10-0 to Pleasantville against Moruga Secondary. Hard watch really, Brent, if you are a Moruga supporter. For Pleasantville, of course, lots of goals. What do you say to these girls at halftime going down 10-0?
Well, I think Captain Alvarez summed it up quite well. It's about doing a lot better in the second half. Yes, it has been certainly a dispirited first half performance, but you want to obviously do a lot better. You can't change the scoreline in the first half. It's about trying to improve in the different departments in the field. Certainly from a defensive standpoint, they can do a little bit better. So many of the goals that were scored against this Moruga secondary team, they were no defenders in sight whatsoever. Of course, goalkeeper Primus did everything that she can to try to stop some of these goals. But defensively, they have to do a lot better. That effort defensively would be the first thing. But I think it's all about trying to improve in the second half. Yes, it has been a discouraging first half for Moruga Secondary, but this football is all about learning. And hopefully they learn from their mistakes in the first half and do better in the second.
Are these girls playing enough football? You look at the road to this final for Pleasantville, a postponed game against Palo Seco. Even Moruga as well, not many games starting late in the contest. Is there enough women's football to help them?
No, I definitely don't think so, and it's disappointing for the young ladies. I know there's conversation about a girls' premiership division. I think it's desperately needed, simply because you want the best to play against the best. That's how you develop, that's how you learn, that's how you grow in the sport. And if we can have the divisions with the top teams come together, amalgamate and play in a premiership, I think it will only bode well for these young girls, because when you look at the calendar, there's not a lot of national football, there's not a lot of club football for them. So if they can get more games so that they can get better, I think that's key.
Well, from Pleasantville's perspective, they've done pretty well. Ramuta getting a hat-trick, and of course lots of talk about go sign. She got in the mix. She got a beaver trick today. How good were those girls?
Yeah, excellent. And as you would have expected, these girls are national champions, of course, defending intercol champions as well. Ply their trade with the national program. Ramuta, remarkably, is a goalkeeper, of course, and as have been able to do so well. But they've shown their talent. You just feel that there's a second and third and fourth gear to come, and they're just playing within themselves. But certainly the talent that you would have expected to see, we've seen all through this afternoon so far.
What can we look forward to in the second half?
Well, I think more of the same, unless, of course, those departments that I talked about that Moruga Secondary needs to improve in does improve. And unless that happens, I can only see the scoreline growing and growing for Pleasantville Secondary.
Oh, you almost forgot to mention as well, there was a red card, Pleasantville down to 10. Unfortunate error by the goalkeeper.
Yeah, certainly.
Less of the law, but there's some sympathy in there.
Yeah, I know there was a lot here at the Atterbourne Stadium. Would have hoped that referee Koilasa would have shown a little bit of leniency, but the law is the law. And of course, when you look at the goalkeeper at the end of it, disappointed in itself. But a small lapse in concentration. Of course, when you have seen no action for most of the game, sometimes those sorts of situations happen.
Yeah, so they're down to 10 now. Maybe perhaps an opportunity for Moruga. Hey, don't forget to tell your friends about the SportsMax app. You can download it today on the Google Play Store and Apple, if you're an Apple user, that is, to get all of the action, secondary schools football, of course, all of the sporting action across the region. I'll tell you what, we're going to take a pause, just like the teams, and when we come back, we've got more action here at the Atterbourne Stadium. Riata Bolden Stadium welcomes us back for the second half of this girls South Zone Intercol final. Pleasantville Secondary against Moruga Secondary. And here to be a spoiler, but score at the end of the first 40 minutes, Pleasantville 10, Moruga 0. Adrian Coilas gets the action restarted. It's a Friday evening here in central Trinidad. Hosting, of course, the South Zone final. Naparima College will come up against St. Benedict's in the boys' final a bit later following this match. And just expect that crowd will start to pile in then. St. Benedict's College have topped the Premiership Division this season. From their form, Darrell Garcia being their star man. So to a Pleasantville this season, and that's a good catch from Primus. Just look a lot composed, Primus. She did quite a number of goals, but she, despite everything else, she's looked composed when she catching and doing a goalkeeping fielding.
I think she's done well coming off her line, James, in terms of reading the play and making sure that she assessed the danger right. Of course, most of the opportunities on goals that went by her were always difficult. Of course, she was at fault, I believe, for the third one, Ramuta. But outside of that, it's been a competitive display by Primus.
Oh, it's just a change made. Dillon has come in. No change here as Fortune runs the goal and is well foiled again by Primus.
Yeah, again, timing her run off the line. Being brave. Making sure she's not in there to grab the ball.
I'm not quite sure. It's a bit early, perhaps, to make that assessment. They do seem to be playing a higher back line now, Moruga, than we saw early in the contest. Not committing as many bodies back as we have seen. Second time that we've seen players try to get in behind the space. Maybe it's a bit too early to call that.
Yeah, well, obviously they have the numerical advantage, and that could be a reason why they've set up the way that they have.
Oh, that's good skill.
She do well to get there.
Oh, she's done really well. Cosine. She found her sister.
It's well defended.
And no real support coming. Only Sherwood, who will
She has a crack.
try a look, and look at that from Primus. Not afraid to get down and dirty.
Yeah, it's certainly Primus has decided, well, just as about to say.
Well, well, said a prayer this morning, didn't she?
It's what it says. Commentators' curse is about to, of course, sing her praises in the way she started this second half, and she presents Fortune with an early Christmas gift.
But he's, of course, looking to follow in the footsteps of Ramuta and Gusine. Hat-trick, she scored one already. Oh, missed a golden opportunity to get another. Oh, again. Not a very good distribution, and this time Fortune makes no mistake. She gets a second. And Pleasantville I found another. No. Have to say it was a bit self-inflicted. Not the best distribution. And they took advantage.
Yeah. Gifted. And in the mood that Pleasantville is in today, they're not going to give away those sorts of gifts. Fortune again, the recipient. Clocked that one straight into the back of the net.
Oh, this is long and it's probing, and it will find its intended target, goal side. Oh, it's got all the space in the world. Could this be a fifth? Angle tight. And, well, desperate defending, getting the job done. It's good defending from Moruga. Ran a long way back. And to make the clearance. Oh, they can still do damage from the corner. Pumped in the area. Well, not convincingly cleared. Goal sign is looking, and away comes Moruga. Can they launch a counter-attack here? Oh, well intercepted. Well, party chicks coming out there. And, well, look at that. Primus, good hands. Because she's conceded so many goals, you can't really say she's done a bad job. Oh, this perhaps is where she could improve distribution. And that one will go out for a Pleasantville throw. Score sign on the old Hattie. Oh, another Hatters. And, well, everybody's lost it. Goal sign hasn't. And, well, she certainly didn't forget where the goal was. After all of the chicks, you feel that perhaps it was deserved. But from a Moruga perspective, you feel another goal maybe a bit cruel.
And goal sign there, just showing her class. Just being able to actually muscle herself into the box, and once that ball was settled on that trusted right foot, there was nothing Primus could do.
Oh, they're coming again. Score sign. She's already scored 5 goals in this match. That's her sister. Had a pocket pick, but that's what sisters are for, helping out. Oh, look at this. Oh, she's done well, goalkeeper. And on the second attempt, up to the task.
Yeah, that's good work by Primus. Blocked the first and was responsive enough to deal with the second. That's what you want.
Don't forget, after this match, we've got the boys' final. St. Benedict's College, the reigning league champions. They will come up against Naparima. Another chance to see the man of the tournament so far, Terrell Zoom Zoom Garcia. Oh, this could go anywhere. Goes to Pleasantville. She managed to keep herself on side. She has. Well, just needed to be quicker, the defender. Maybe now they can get in. School sign sisters. Well, it's going to say telepathically find one another, but not that time. Well, the body language tells a story in its own right. Moruga players. Certainly is a learning experience for these girls, many of which are quite new to the game. Certainly they stick around till next season. Have a lot more experience to build on. Coach Kempton, Duval and company can carry through. Just need support. Oh, here's goal sign. Top corner. They don't miss the goal sign, sisters. That's her second. She's already seen her other sister score 5, and wow, she can smile. She's joined the party as well.
Yeah, it's almost telepathic, as you would expect from the sisters. Good first touch. And the height and power. It's just too much for Primus and goal. She did try her best in terms of trying to leap upwards, but that was always going to nestle in the back of the net. Touch that set up the strike, James, was as good as it's getting. Those are the type of things you look for when you're talking about quality in a player. It's a heavy touch.
Oh. Can clear it convincingly. We'll have to try again. Look at the age of some of these players as well. And young players. Getting their real first taste of football at this level. Look at Pleasantville though, the team, they've had a long run as a program, which Brian London and company have been with this team for a number of years. They've been allowed to develop, to build. It's always challenging meeting teams like that, particularly if you're a young program like Moruga. Particularly if you have not given the resources to flourish.
Yeah, and again, to give those that are associated with the program tremendous amount of credit, because what we're seeing here on the field is not something that happened overnight. And when you talk about a program that's consistently good, there's always a body of hard work off the field that contributes to it. And it's not just financial resources, but also the human resource. People giving up their time to make sure that these young ladies are given all that is required for them to propel in the sport. So because of that, they have excelled. And it's not just a flash in the pan, James. They've been doing this for quite some time. Scary thing, James, when you look at the age of some of these P-Ville players, they're quite young as well. So you would think that they will be back again next year.
Yeah, most certainly.
Scary thought for other teams.
Players as young as 12 years old. Got primary school kids that are 12 years old in my program. Young players. Oh, this is a foot race for goal sign, and one that you will win. It's on a corner. Ball. So Benedict's men just saw them in frame, getting loosened up. Oh, that's unfortunate. And that's also a goal. Might be credited to Wiley as well, the second. Got their rally in charge now, Pleasantville secondary.
Ball lifted in the box, and goalkeeper Primus throws herself at it and couldn't stop the ball from nestling into the back of the net. Tian Wiley Which I believe our first goal. Second goal, actually, for Wiley.
Yeah, she did score at the end of the first half. Well, this lady has scored 5 already. Maybe she might share here. Oh, look at that. That stopped goalkeeping. She was brave, Primus, and she made the save.
Oof.
Oh, that's naughty. Just a heavy barge in the back there. And, well, she seems to have shrugged that off. Farrell, the guilty party. Ramlugan, the one facing the brunt of the challenge.
This could be trouble.
Oh, that's good defending as well. Needs support around there. Trying to pick out a pass. Oh, support too soon. It's won by Go Sign. Oh, tiki-taka, if you'd like. And oh, just over the mark. We'll have to wait for goal number 6.
Again, Go Sign over the bar there. She'll be disappointed in her last 2 efforts. The first one trying to toy with the goalkeeper. And then that second one blasts the ball over the bar. Just need a little bit more composure to put the ball into the back of the net. And the game has been paused, so the goalkeeper to chase after the ball. I'm a bit amazed that there are no persons around the field to usher the ball back on. This is a South Zone final, so I would have expected that to be part of proceedings.
Ball. From the bit of space, Farrell just muscled out of it. Well, spotted the sea very well. Both sides touch maybe a bit too heavy. She's won it back, and she did that. That's goal number 6. Well, it's just too easy now for Go Sign and company.
Yeah, good finish at the end. It's a heavy first touch. Thought she lost possession, but Go Sign was presented with it. And she's done what she does best, which is place that ball into the back of the net. Here comes
Well, have to get this clear, and eventually they do. Didn't get it far though. Alvarez. Only as far as Wiley. Switching a hat trick. Can't beat the keeper Primus. Again, she's just finding space at will. From the sister. And again, Primus is called into action.
Now we hear reports that Signal Hill is leading in the girls' final in Tobago. 4-1 against Scarborough Secondary. So
Well,
this
this
could
will
be
be interesting.
interesting.
She knew she came close. Oh, changes. Moruga will call in some reinforcement. And it will be Katina Stout who will come in. And Stout will replace Janaya LaFortune. Oh, that's good from Edwards. Winning back possession for a team. Wiley. Oh, we'll have a break for water. Naparima boys warming up, limbering up. Got a tough task ahead of them. Rishon Mars and company. The team coached by Reynold Carrington. Here in the finals, and actually have a very good record in finals, Naparima College.
Yeah, they do. But this is certainly going to be a difficult proposition for Naparima. St. Benedict's college team have been rampant throughout as we have a look at them warming up, and in particular Daryl Garcia. Question is, how do Naparima College stop Garcia? And, that would certainly be the emphasis on this game.
That's not a question that I'd be happy to solve if I were the opposing coach. And it's not a question that has been solved overall in this competition.
No, it hasn't. And his directness and eye for goal, and of course the capabilities to shoot in both left and right foot has created all sorts of problems for defenses all over the nation. And I don't think that's just going to stop this afternoon. I expect the trend to continue as it relates to his goal threat. Again, I think the question is really simple. Our Naparima College perspective is, can they neutralize him?
Yeah, I bet they're looking at us on YouTube. Hello to all the folks locked in there. Lots of conversations happening on that format. Don't forget as well, tune into the SportsMax app. Might just see yourself like this. Download it today, Google Play and the Apple Store. Capture all the action, and well, you just might see yourself, the crowd as well. Oh, she's ready for more action. Gone past an hour, and with just 16.5 minutes remaining. Of course, these women fixtures, 40 minutes a half. Can't control it. Oh, dangerous area. That's well defended. Couldn't clear the danger though. Moruga will try to win it back unsuccessfully. Well, now they get it away. Oh, that was illegal. Possession will be handed back to Pleasantville Secondary. Pleasantville is a community that is well known as a football community, just on the outskirts of the southern capital, San Fernando. Do love their football in those parts. Oh, she loves the football. Goal sign. And she loves scoring goals as well. That's her 7th. Oh, the old Cristiano Ronaldo celebration. He won number 7. She just scored a 7th.
Yeah, I think Primus got her lines crossed there as it her positioning was well off. She found herself way out of the goal, which gave Gosain the easiest of responsibilities and slotting the ball into the back of the net. There's no doubt about it. 7 goals for Nikita Gosain.
Edwards.
The scary thing, James, you just feel that she has another level somewhere in there.
Oh, maybe this is it. Maybe it isn't. That's a good point. Don't think she's been tested one bit in this match. Scary to think she can climb way above this level.
Yeah, and I think that's a good statement to make, but it's also a concerning statement to make because she is playing at this level currently. And you would want to see her play at a higher level because certainly she's not tested. And
no, didn't test Primus either.
When you're not tested, bad habits start creeping into your game. So let's hope for her sake that she finds the level that she should be at, a level that she's consistently tested. This is certainly not it. It's been way too easy.
What do you look for as a coach from your players in situations where it's not as competitive as you'd like? How are you able to identify value from a player?
Well, I think for the Pleasantville players, it's really about staying professionals, doing the right things, get away from anything that is away from the game plan. Respecting the opponent as well is key for me. That's a good save. Very good save by Primus. And I think as the scoreline increases here for Pleasantville, I'm sure Coach London will want his team to maintain their structure and professionalism. And certainly, if they are dispatching of their opponent, make sure that it is done in the right way and right manner.
This is probing. Bit of a deflection and good hands from Primus.
Yeah, she's kept it in as well.
Long boot up the field.
Now we skirted on the conversation about competition and levels of competition. Certainly Pleasantville and St. Joseph Convents and even, of course, the Five Rivers, etc. And those teams of that ilk, I believe they need to be in their own league. It's certainly a huge gap as it relates to the levels. Of course, Moruga is a growing program, and one day we do hope that they can be competitive in games like this, but the gap is way too wide, and the SSFL have to, sooner rather than later. Of course, I do understand that the resources is needed to be able to put forward such a league, but I think for the sake of development of these young girls, I think the idea of having them play in a premiership-style division for the girls is needed ASAP.
Artesia Bacchus is the new player coming on for Moruga. Pleasantville also made a couple changes of their own. Kaylee Martin, one of them, coming in. And the other, Brianna Stout. Touching back on your point, though, in terms of a premiership, might be a good idea.
Yeah, and even if you start with 6 teams, it doesn't have to be as full of a schedule as the boys program is as yet. But you certainly would at least help in the development.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I ask you kindly to be seated at this time. No one is standing on the wheels.
Oh, she's got ton loads of space ahead. One thing that has impressed me though about Bacchus, in terms of her positional awareness, players can be tempted to be indisciplined, particularly against soft opposition. Well, goalkeeper's off the line, and that was the easiest of them for her. Goal sign. Now that's her 8th goal. She scored more than half of her team's goal. And, well, not many she's overtly at fault, Primus, but that one, just think she just wasn't sure where she was. Have a look.
Bearings have gone, and Go Sign has taken full advantage of that. Effortless. Probably haven't gotten out of first gear yet, Go Sign.
Well, might still have a chance to get another. That's good defending. Just took it off her. No, well won by Moruga. And don't think any of her teammates would get anywhere near that one. The sun just kisses the surface of the Outer Bolden Stadium. Well, she's just given up there. And Natalia Gosign will use it to her advantage. It's one shot of a hat trick, and well, she seems to want it. Well, have to get past the goalkeeper first, and she doesn't get past the goalkeeper. I think even the defenders were a bit surprised.
I'm not sure what happened there. For 1 second, I thought it crossed the line.
Oh, you've got to follow up, Brent.
You don't have to follow up if it's over the line, but I'd love to see that again. To me, it looked for a minute that it did cross the line.
Oh, here's Big Sister.
Yeah, she's leaning back in that shot. Needs to get over it and power through with the laces. It looked like it bubbled over the line. Maybe my eyes are deceiving me, but...
Well, judge for yourself here.
Right, so she's cut in here, James. Takes a massive deflection off the hands of Primus. Let's see if it went over the line. Right there. It is over the line. That's what I thought. And it's over the line again.
No. Whole ball crossing the line. Whole ball.
Well, I would think that the entire ball went over there.
Yeah, it's at tough angle.
At least in the first bounce, I believe that was over the line.
You didn't protest much, though, Pleasantville. Oh, and she might try again here. Oh, that's a good save. Good footwork from the goalkeeper. Got both hands did. She certainly got the raw materials to become a top keeper in the future. Primus. Scared to think, though, she's made some
good saves. Yeah.
What would have been the outcome?
Well,
actually not.
I don't think I want to even think about that because...
Oh, yeah, there's another one. And another. Yeah, forget Sesame Street. I don't want to imagine. Of course, you can get into the conversation on our YouTube page. Oh, didn't need me to tell you that. It's already flowing the conversation there. Referee Adrian Coilas having some words with Edwards.
Just entered Coilas's book. I think it's a culmination of infringements.
Oh, this is a free kick. Thumped into the area by Go Sign. Well, everybody missed it. And the goalkeeper, oh, she missed it as well. Needs to recover. Well, she's recovered. Well. Oh, that for recovery.
She does really well, Primus, but I think but it is a corner.
Another change for Pleasantville. So Ramlagan is out. And Shekinah Fleming is the player coming in. Oh, she's done well to get a body in front here.
It's not the person you want to give the ball away to.
Oh, what a blast! The best of the lot. Forget Ukraine, forget Russia. That was the best missile I've seen in quite a while.
Just knew once the ball found its way to Go Sign, there was only one thing in her mind. And what's amazing about it is that what's in her mind, she's able to put forth on the field. That was an absolute scorcher.
I'm not sure, I might have gotten there myself. Oh, I've lost count, Brent. Was it 9 that she scored so far?
Lots.
Oh, lots.
There she comes again.
I'm going to go with that as well. Oh, here's a sister. Combined, I think they scored 11 of the 17 goals scored by Pleasantville. Oh, Edwards is down. Player who received the yellow card moments earlier. So won't want to lose her. She's been one of the more physical players from Moruga. Well, just got 3 minutes again to go. Well, Nikhil Keller says AR corner. That's courtesy of our YouTube page. Yeah, certainly enjoying that last goal. Born in the wrong country says that's credulous. Of course, continue to chime in on our YouTube page. And, well, I think it's time for a SportsMax moment, Brent. And, well, no need to guess. Don't think I need to say anything. Just look. Yep. AR corner, according to Keller. Also known as our SMM, SportsMax moment. No, they aren't done yet. She isn't done yet. Side netting. Good run, deserves a good goal. Couldn't find the end product this time. Natalia Gosign.
Confirmation of the substitution. Ramlogan off. Fleming on. It's wide of the mark. Just
Whiskers
away.
Another change. Another player will get their foot wet, so to speak. This time it will be Alexia Phillip coming in. And Alicia Mitchell is the player coming off. Yeah, oh, here's a chance for Moruga. Being roared on by the crowd. Oh, she really tried to give it a go from distance. Didn't have the power. Oh, that's not the final whistle. Still got a couple seconds and what is to be added. Well, referee Coilas will restart the action. Chop ball to the goalkeeper.
As the fourth official shows that there's 2 minutes time added on.
Well, here goes the play of the match. Couldn't find the connection this time. And did a bit of work to defend that. Done it successfully. Score sign. Well, Wiley wants to go. And Primus doing a job as best as she can. Well, we're just got about 30 seconds remaining of the time that was added. Gone past the quiet 80 minutes. It's a substitute. Oh, what a touch from Natalia Primus. Wants to replicate her sister. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Primus getting the hand state. Surely now we've played out all of the time allotted. Surely now, final whistle should be imminent. If Coilas had a glance at his watch for a second. And, well, still going. Well, any moment now. Referee Coilas should be calling this contest. And there we go. No surprise as Pleasantville Secondary. They've held on to their South Zone Intercol title. And what a way to do it. Grand London and company. Happy for the work done by his troops. Co-signed sisters, Wiley, Fortune. They've all contributed. And boy, have they contributed. 17 goals without reply from Pleasantville. A steep learning curve from Moruga Secondary. They will bounce back. They will be back again. But today it's all about celebrating with the champs Pleasantville, who are 17-0 winners over Moruga. Well, in just a second, we will hear from the captains and coaches, but let's look back at the action. Ramuta started it. Showed some good finishing skill, not once, but twice. Getting some good support from Chase. Then Fortune and Ramuta. That was the hat trick. And then later, Fortune. Now you see me, now you don't. But that was when Ghost Sign went into overdrive. This one smashing. Top contender in terms of goals. Then later she would feed her sister, Natalia Goussain. And, well, sister. Practically twins when it comes to finishing. And look at that. Wibbly wobbler. And then the dashing finish from Goussain. Can't stop her. Not gingerbread man, but top scoring woman. And that was the hat trick for her. Thumper into the roof. Couldn't stop her. Mere mortals. And Wiley, but again on the score sheet just before halftime. It's 1 of 2 for her. All the second half provided more of the same. And this was Fortune. And then Goussain. Just a freeze. Get everyone out of position. Find the target. And then look at that. Her sister, Natalia Goussain, getting her second. And then she would get one from the corner. Wiley getting her second. And then you gift it to Goussain anywhere in that area. She'll make you pay. Perhaps holding back because she still had more in her. Scored them in all shapes, variety, and sizes. Danish butter cookies. Oh, dance celebration. And, well, that one was just easy. Misjudgment of the position from Primus, the goalkeeper. And then she saved the best. The old thumper. Look at this again. And again and again. That will be replayed all over. Lost count, but the scorecard says 17. They're certainly appreciating what they saw. And I'll tell you who's appreciating what they saw. The captain of Pleasantville, Brent Sanchez, standing by.
Thank you very much, James. I'm now joined by the goal-scoring maestro, Nikita Goussain. Nikita, congratulations. Player of the match here this afternoon. Of course, score of loads of goals here. Tell me your thoughts on the game.
I think we didn't play to our best ability today. I think we could have done better. We could have finished more. And I just think we had to connect the passes more for our upcoming games.
Well, talking about upcoming games, of course, you got a big finals on Tuesday against Five Rivers. Other games to come. Are you looking forward to some of the games?
I'm looking forward to playing Five Rivers. And I just want to win because the time they're going to beat me, but I know they're not going to win this year. This year is my year, and I'm going to win everything this year.
Well, certainly this year is your year, and congratulations. You are player of the match. Of course, your teammates are ready to celebrate, so I'll let you go over and celebrate with them. Congratulations, Nikita Goussain, of course, player of the match. As I make my way over to have a conversation with the coaches, I am now firstly joined by the coach of Moruga Secondary. Of course, coach, a difficult afternoon for young ladies, but certainly a learning experience. Your assessment of the game?
Definitely. Well, first of all, I must say kudos, congratulations to Pleasantville Secondary. Game well played. We came up today, came up short, but I'm still proud of my girls. First time being in the final, so happy just being here.
Well, certainly going back to the drawing board, lots for the girls to work on as it moves into next season. Looking forward to putting some of those building blocks in place?
Most definitely, most definitely. So it's going to be our uphill task again because we'll be losing a few players. However, we still have the core of the team, and we go from there.
Well, thank you very much, Coach.
You're welcome.
And all the best in next season. Yeah. Of course, I'm now joined by Coach Brian London. Of course, Coach, it's always difficult to keep consistency in a team, keep winning consistently, but you have been able to do that. You've been able to keep the appetite with your players alive. How difficult that challenge has been for you?
It's just about keeping them motivated and understand that there are goals ahead and goals to achieve. No matter what we would have achieved, there's always more to achieve. So that in mind is just to keep the players zeroed in and understanding that, hey, once we achieve more and more and more, success is going to come on a wider scale, whether it be national level or international level. Depends on what players have in their minds to do their futures. Success is going to come. Just life successes are going to come. Just keep on aiming high.
I know as a coach, your duties is the entire team, but it'd be remiss of me not to have a conversation about Nikita Gosain and her special talent. Your thoughts on the young lady and her trajectory?
She is indeed a special talent. The thing about it is just to keep her ground, and she's growing. Now, you must remember she's only 14. So she's growing as a young lady and growing as an individual and growing as a leader as well and as a teammate. Last season, bit of ups and downs, because the passion for the game gets the better, for she wants to win so bad. So she is growing as a leader. And once she continues to do that, her skill will develop as well, because she's now going to see different avenues where she can influence the game, not just with her skill, but by motivating other players to be just as good or to be better as teammates. So a generational talent, I think, and can only see her on a bigger and brighter stage in the future.
But great job, Coach, and all the best in the rest of your fixtures.
Thank you very much, man.
Thank you very much. That's Coach. That is, of course, Coach Brian London there. And at the end of the day, a scoreline remains the champions of the South Zone Coca-Cola Intercol. It's Pleasantville Secondary maintaining their successive run here in the South Zone, holding on to their title and certainly going on to the national format. When we come back, we look forward to the boys North Zone Intercol final between St. Benedict's College and Naparima College. There's confirmation of the score, 17 goals to nil. Pleasantville Secondary winning this one against Moruga Secondary. Don't go anywhere. We have the boys South Zone final next.